to another Comics Unleashed. I'm your host, as always, Jamie J. Dub. With me is the artist and road manager for the Ric Flair Comics himself, Dan Kelly. Dan, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you, buddy?
Well, you can find me on Instagram at Dan Kelly Art. I post art and sometimes music there a few times a week, so go check it out. Running a Kickstarter right now where you can get your own original art. You can get sketch cards, comic backing boards drawn on, Bristol board, or you can get a graded sketch cover that I've done. You just got to, pick from a cover that I have or can get. And yeah, I'll do that for you. So the link is in the bio of my Instagram. So you can go check that out and, help me get the campaign reach its goal. And, maybe we can hit that. And make sure to give me a follow on my, hey, what's up, Wes? I laughed when Sal was on the chat and made Wes think that he had Codex spelled wrong on the banner.
That was hilarious.
I laughed out.
And I approved it, so I would look like the bigger idiot.
But yeah, and then give me a follow on Instagram too.
1K for DK. 1K for DK. We need to get him to 1,000. And on those sketch covers, he's bearing an important part of that is when he does a sketch cover for you and he submits it to CGC, he is a registered CGC artist. You will get a yellow or a gold artist label from that. Dan Kelly has done that, and what he does for you, that will be a one of a kind. That'll be a one of one item. There will be no others like it. That'll be totally unique in all the world. So there's all the incentive you need right there to jump on Kickstarter and help that man out.
I owe Sal for that one.
Yeah, I can hear Wes's blood pressure going up from that point.
You know what? When you come down for Baltimore Comic Con, you just put a kick me sign on his back when he walks the floor.
Yes, 100%.
But so check me out on Instagram. Check out my profile. Give me a follow. Check out my Kickstarter, and after you're done that, there's this guy, this fine gentleman that's underneath me.
That sounds wrong. That didn't sound right.
He's not that's not perfect for underneath
you.
He's not just a man. He's the man. Last year, he spent more money on comics in shops from one side of this world to the other than you made. He's the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, styling and profiling, son of a gun, the master of the Library of Comics, the Ric Flair of comics. That's one Uncle Gary.
Woo! Thank you for that, Dan. That was fantastic. Well, I appreciate that. If you want to see me in person, come to Comic Logic. We are Loudoun County, Virginia's only comic book store. You can catch me there every Wednesday when I am getting my weekly fix. Right in here. We get that 4-color ink. We put it in them veins. And I've told you before, reading comics makes you strong because you're picking up the books, you're turning the page. Then you're lifting a bigger stack of books. Then you're lifting short boxes. Then you're lifting long boxes. And then you're stacking them 1, 2, 3 high. Next thing you know, you are jacked from the stacks. Do some push-ups too. All right, so there we go. We also, at Comic Logic, we also do a Facebook Live show the first 3 Thursdays of every month. First one is our preview show where we talk about new books coming out that you can order. The second and third is our Ye Grumpy Old Nerd show with my best friend Mike Harbor and our principal owner Rob Kalin, and we talk principally comics. We talk pop culture. Last Thursday, we talked Super Bowl. We even did Super Bowl. We even made a fantasy football team of comic book characters, which was kind of fun, kind of dopey, kind of fun. So come see things like that. Also, we want to give love every time we do this show to our good buddy, Archduke Kevy, who started the Comic Character of the Day site. That is the reason that we are on this channel together, is because we became acquainted on that wonderful site that he created. I do a cover of the day. Dan does a random panel of the day, a question of the day, and Jamie, as he's proven even on this show when he's not here, he is ever vigilant. He is always watching. He is like the watcher. He will see and make sure that we are giving you the quality content that you deserve. Now, I referenced him earlier that he's watching, but the reason he's watching is because he is the man who has built this channel. He has built it brick by brick by brick. He cleared the land, he laid the foundation, and now he has started to erect this edifice that is reaching into the stars, that is at over 1,200 subscribers strong now. This channel was built by this man because he had a vision. He had a hell of a vision, and because of that vision, we are here right now conversing with you. So that man always must have the deference. Respect must be paid to our one and our only master builder, creator, our high evolutionary, Mr. J. Dub.
All right. I love it every single time. Guys, you know what I'm about to say, guys. We have something for you, but Uncle Gary wants to give it to you.
Well, we all want to give it to you. Here at Codex Station, we want you to know that we have all the socials, and we would like nothing more than to give them to you.
Yes, and after we give you all those socials, go check out thecodexstation.com. Get some merch, meet the team, let us know what you like, don't like, find us on all of our socials there, as well as we give those to you, and so much more. Go check us out again, that's thecodexstation.com for all your Codex needs. Now that that's out of the way, guys, how is it going?
It's going good.
Going good.
Saturday night, Super Bowl Eve.
Oh, speaking of which, that was my next piece of information that I want to throw out there. Who let Sal on Thursday when he was suspended? And who am I firing for that?
Well,
you know what? I asked Sal, I said, you know, because I've sent out the link a couple times, like the couple times I've done the podcast, the past two, like I've had to send out the link and like run all the stuff.
You had to manage that. See how much fun that is?
Yeah, you know what? I liked it, and I'm proud of myself that not being tech savvy, that I was able to figure out how to do all this stuff. But I asked Sal, I was like, hey, do you want me to send the link out and do all that stuff, or do you want to? He's like, no, I can do it. I can do it. I'm like, all right. So he was the one that let himself on.
Well, I was going to say, too, you know who can't be guilty of the crime? The man that has no tech skills. That's right. So I am innocent. I am innocent of this. So there is no blame that can be thrown here. I can barely click on and join this circus.
That is amazing. Oh, God.
I think he even did say something during the show about you firing him or suspending him.
Yeah. I definitely like when I jumped on and you're like, yeah. Or he said something about being suspended, and then you're like, Jamie, you should have heard what he said at the beginning of the show, and then I rewatched it, and I was like, all right.
You know what's funny is I was telling him before the show, you know, when we picked Jonah Hex, I'm like, okay, you know, I got a bunch of Jonah Hex comics that I read for a long time, and I was looking in my boxes here, you know, and you know, I put like the Post-it notes on the end of each box. I put the Post-it notes on if anybody could tell, there's these Post-it notes on the end of each box to tell me what's in the box. And I was, you know, and like the one that's right behind me is Marvel stuff. And the one that you can't, that's over here is all DC stuff. And then there's some indie stuff on the bottom. And then I got another shelf off to the side with more. But I was looking on there and I was like, none of these boxes say Jonah Hex. I'm like, and I'm looking, I'm like opening some of them up, like maybe it's in here. Maybe I missed, you know, maybe when I was relabeling stuff at some point I missed it. And I was freaking out. I couldn't find it. I checked my spreadsheet and I was like, I don't remember. I don't think I would have sold my Jonah Hex books. I checked them, like, no, they're all still listed on here. And I was looking and looking. There was more DC stuff than I could fit on that one shelf. So I had to put a DC box on the Marvel shelf. And that's the one that had all my Jonah Hex books. And I was like, it was like the day before we did the show. I'm like, oh, thank God, here's all my books.
Oh, God.
I felt
trouble.
If anyone hasn't had the chance yet, most of the team, aside from you, Wes, who hasn't gotten me a video yet, did our 2024 collecting goals. Definitely go check all those out. We've had one for every day of the week so far. Uncle Gary's is still by far the funniest, I think. I laughed so hard making that video the entire time. Oh my God! If anything goes missing, Uncle Gary, you let me know because I will post that everywhere in the world.
I messed up. I should have put in my goals, and I thought about it afterwards because I put in for like comics and trying to get published and getting figures and stuff. I was like, I should have after I watched yours, I was like, oh, I had even thought about doing it like for the station that I wanted to like have the goal to like keep getting more creators to do interviews. But then Sal should have put in for his goal to see if he can make it at least a month without getting suspended or fired.
Oh, okay. Now you can fire Tim for not giving me that information. Thank you.
I thought we were supposed to have realistic goals.
Oh no, TJ, there was no trouble at all.
That was a great show.
Jonah Hex, man.
I watched it. That was probably one of my favorites. I think if I had to pick a top 3, that'd probably be the third in that top 3.
Yep.
Right now.
That was a fun show.
The one thing I said, and I can't remember if I said it in the episode or if it was just something I told Sal beforehand. It's like when it came to picking badass moments for him, that was hard, and it wasn't hard because like some characters, like it's hard to find that like really truly badass moment for him. It was the opposite with Hex. Every issue he has a badass moment.
Yeah.
When he's doing like winning some gunfight or something. Like it wasn't hard to pick to get 3. It was hard to narrow it down and pick like 3 unique ones. Every appearance he's badass.
Making a dude lick shit off another person's boots.
Yeah.
God, Jonah. Taking a wolf to the vet's office or to the doctor's office, and the doctor said, I don't work on animals, and he throws the dude that he's working on with a broken leg out the window, and the doctor says, I'll get right on that wolf. Come here. Yeah, Jonah Hex. I mean, he's doing so many badass moments. You just couldn't even list the times he was just shooting people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember when he shot this person? No, but I remember when he broke this dude's leg and threw him out a window.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone again did theirs. Wes's should be out here soon. But yeah, Uncle Gary, definitely check out everybody's. I did have a little bit of a sentimental block for the team.
Nice.
So that's what Dan was alluding to earlier. Yeah, that was a hard video to do actually. Because it was really hard not to like choke up the entire time doing it.
And what?
It literally looked like you were getting ready to cry.
What?
There was one point.
This is when you did your goals?
Yes, I did my goals and then I talked about the team.
Oh, okay. Wow. Y'all have to watch that. Definitely.
Yeah. Uncle Gary, yours was the one where I was like, I had a frog in my throat. I was just like,
wow.
Yeah. you and Tim.
Well,
I talked about Wes and how he can't say coders. He says cooters.
Cooters.
Yeah. The first, real quick, so everyone knows, the first time Wes ever did a video, I was not used to his accent, like that southern accent, and he was like, "What up, cooters?" And I was like, "Did he just say I'm like that?" Like, who approved this shit? Tim. He said cooters, and he said coders, and you listen to it again, you can hear coders, and I was like, oh, so then Wes got all like self-conscious, so now he like enunciates it.
Coders.
What's up, coders? I was like, I'm sorry, Wes. Like, I didn't know.
Poor Wes going through all that. Changing.
See, that's another one. We made the shirt you made the shirt for Tim.
Yeah.
And there's so many other ones that could be made like.
Well, here's the deal. And I was going to wait till I had everyone on, but I'll say it here on the pre-show because obviously the edited version is only going to have the main. But I'll say it right now. When we hit the 3,000 watch hours, we only need 400 left. When we hit that mark, because all of our merchandise will be put onto all of YouTube and Twitch to buy straight from the website, like YouTube. I will make everyone their own individual shirts that day and have them ready.
Oh, you know what? I'll have to send them to you because I actually have a couple ideas for ones that I was going to draw.
Thank you, TJ. Appreciate that, man.
Send them to you. But, thank you, TJ.
Thank you, buddy.
It'd be cool. Like if any of you watching have your own collecting goals, go ahead and post them in the comments.
Yeah,
Because I
definitely.
feel like at the end of the year, when we do our wrap up shows, I'm assuming since we did this that we'll do a wrap up at the end of the year and be like, all right, these are my goals. This is what I accomplished. This is what I didn't.
Yeah.
You could follow along and see, what if you were able to hit all of your goals too.
Yeah, because I already have an idea for Wes's shirt. It's already written down. It's gonna say Cooters, but then underneath it, I'm gonna have the pronunciation of Coders underneath, like noun, Coders, and then on top is gonna say how he says it.
So on the back of the shirt, just say "What's up, Cooters," and then
Yeah.
underneath of it, have it spelled.
Yeah.
And just since we got TJ with us, TJ, your buddy Brandon from Mon Comics will be on the next comic character of the week.
Yes, it is a different day too.
It's
gonna
on
be-
Friday,
Next Friday.
but we're doing Man Thing, which is his favorite character. So we are. So we want to make sure that you're realizing
Aware and ready to be there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could come get your fill of giant-sized man things.
Man
And
Thing.
make sure you share that information. As soon as it comes out, just start spamming people. You know that I like the same stuff. Because we would appreciate it.
We are special at slinging giant-sized Man Thing here. So
Yes, we are. 100%.
How many times are we going to beat that joke into the ground during the episode?
As many times as
Every
Giant-sized Man Thing
single
can take
damn time. That's right. Every single time.
Yeah, I know Cooter was on Dukes of Hazzard. That
Yeah.
was I watched
Yep.
that show growing up.
Crazy Cooter.
There's
Yeah.
also there was a band that was around for a while that I liked, whose band name was Cooter, and then they had to change it, and they changed it to Autopilot Off. They were this band from New York, but I was talking with them at one of their shows. They said something about the name, and they were like, "I swear, like we swear to God, dude, we didn't know that's what it meant. Like we just thought he was the guy from Dukes of Hazzard, and he was funny, so we named him off of or no, he wasn't. It wasn't Dukes of Hazzard. It was the Andy Griffith Show, wasn't it?
Who?
Cooter.
Cooter was Dukes of Hazzard.
Was it
Yeah.
Dukes of Hazzard?
Yep. And I believe the actor, I want to say the actor's name was Ben Johnson, and he also served at least one term in Congress.
But yeah, like they were like, we just thought he was the character from the show. We didn't know it had this other meaning.
And Andy Griffith's show was Gomer and Goober.
Gomer, that's right.
Yeah. Gomer and Goomer were the mechanics.
Gomer
And Dukes of Hazzard, it was Cooter.
who then got his own spin-off show.
Gomer Pyle, USMC. Yep.
Yeah.
Shazam.
You know what, Jamie? You should, when we do the Man Thing episode, when you go to edit it, you or Tim, whoever, you should put a little ticker down in the corner, and like every
Every time someone says, play with my giant-sized man
Giant-sized
thing,
Man Thing.
Yeah, like every time somebody makes like an off-color Man Thing joke, just be like, ding, another, count up.
Well, I wonder
I
if
feel like I
Vegas
need to
will
do
take,
that with Uncle Gary and his innuendos.
I wonder if Vegas will take odds on the over/under how many times we make a Man Thing joke.
Yeah, we should see. I'll contact them. I got them on speed dial.
Yeah, I'd say it's over 20.
I'm just not sure. You can. There's no need to be self-conscious. They're all giant-sized man things as long as you're playing with them.
You know what can contain the giant-sized man things? Giant-sized man thongs.
Yeah. Or your zipper. One of the two. But let's say we get into today's episode, and just because Sal's not here, you know what I'm gonna do.
Oh, we're gonna do groovy bass tones.
We're doing groovy bass sounds.
Oh, that
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Comics Unleashed. As always, I am your host, Jamie J-Dub. With me is Dan DeKelly, art himself, Instagram owner, Instagram extraordinaire, and his own Kickstarter. And beneath us today is Uncle Gary, the Ric Flair Comics, coming live from the Library of Comics itself.
Woo!
Guys, are you ready for today's episode?
I am.
Been looking forward to it all day.
Yes, so have I. Surprisingly, It's a little bit
Jamie, you
different.
are so wrong what you just did with the groovy bass tones.
It's okay.
That's dagger. That was just a dagger.
That's when you're suspended, that's what happens.
That's just dagger.
Luckily, I wasn't like, let's talk Cyclops.
Oh,
One of my favorite X-Men characters of all time.
oh my God. Dallas head's exploding right now.
You know what's going to happen? JP's going to come down for Baltimore Comic-Con at the end of the year, and then he's going to get a couple drinks in him. He's going to be like, look, I got to tell you guys the truth. And we're going to be like, what? And he's just going to turn around and lift up his shirt, and he's going to have a giant full back tattoo of Cyclops. He's like, I really love Cyclops. It was all an act.
Yeah, I just don't like when Sale talks about him because he doesn't even like Beast as an Avenger, who is truly an Avenger.
There you go. Now we're talking my language. That's right.
All right, real fast, let's get some business out of the way.
And
then
you know the first issue he appeared as an Avenger?
Hulk 180.
Yes, it was
Right.
Hulk 180. See, we got it. There we go.
Do you know I can get these answers all day?
I know.
You know what? There's a shirt. There's a shirt that you have to make where it's just the Codex logo on the front, and then on the back it just lists a bunch of random facts. Like, do you know, the first appearance of Cyclops? The first time that
Just have a list of just say first appearances and all these names, and underneath Hulk 180.
I wasn't even going to say like first appearances, but just like random things, like the first time that sliced bread was the place sliced bread was invented. The last Studebaker car was driven in, and just like all these random things, and be like Hulk 180.
Well, even better, the first appearance of the Codex station.
Yes.
Hulk 180.
Hulk
You
180.
got a mug in the background. It was great. It wasn't a cameo. It's the first appearance. But just let's get these sponsors and business out of the way real fast. First off, go check out our first sponsor, Dubby at Dubby.gg. It is the cleanest form of energy you can get on the market today. All of us here have tried it. We all love it. A few of us drink too much of it. But if you guys go to their site at Dubby.gg and use the keyword code -X at checkout, you can save yourself 10% on any order. So guys, go definitely check out Dubby. Whew. And next up, we also have Nirvana Comics. So you guys can check them out on their website, nirvanacomicsknoxville.com. Or if you are in the Knoxville area, you can check them out personally yourself. This is Tim's exclusive comic shop, is LCS, and they have a comic for everyone, and they want to give it to you. So definitely go check them out. So with that being said, let's kick this show off. And Dan, I'm going to have you up first.
Hey! All right, so I don't have the books in any particular order. So
That's fine.
are we doing everything now, or are we going to do all new issues and then swing back around for back issues?
I'm not Tim. Do everything.
Okay. So I'll start off. I got the new Batman 142. I haven't read any of the books I got this week yet. I'm still working on my stuff from last week. So
Me too.
142. As much as I love this book, I'm not looking forward to this storyline. I hate the idea of giving the Joker a definitive origin. I think he works better as not having clear answers as to where he comes from. I think that was a great disservice they did to Wolverine when they gave him a clear, defined origin, because the origin kind of sucked. And I'm just afraid that's, the Joker we don't need to know his name. We don't need to know where he really came from. I think he works better not knowing that.
Yes.
And
you can hear more about that in our Comic Character of the Week Joker episode.
Yeah. I also picked up the foil variant of this, and I rarely buy variant covers. But this
I think you got the same one I got.
This was just so badass.
Yes, I got that in my box in my LCS.
Did Sal get one?
He did not. This was the only cover he actually, because I had it in my pull, so I didn't even look at it on the shelf like I was looking at other stuff. And he just happened to pull it out and was like, "Oh, Gary's getting me one of these," and went to put it back. I'm like, "Shit, give me that. That's too awesome." So for me, and like I told him, like, I'm keeping a running list for covers that I really like throughout the year. So at the end of the year, when we do the next Cody's, and I have to pick cover of the year, I'll actually have an idea of stuff to pick from. But this is in the running for me for that because this is just awesome. This foil one. I also got the new Captain America because it's Captain America.
That's been a good book. That's been a very good book.
It has, and I liked the series before this. I know it didn't really sell very well. I thought it was a decent series, but this one is just absolutely fantastic. I got this book, which I am 100% certain Jamie bought at least one copy of. Do you want to guess what it is?
It is Duke, number 2.
No, Jamie.
Power Rangers.
No, it is Red Hood, The Hill.
Yeah. Can't wait.
So,
keep showing. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Keep going.
It was pretty messed up what Batman did to him. In
it was
Gotham War. So I am interested to see what he's like now because that was rough. Sensational She-Hulk number 5. Been having a lot of fun with this series.
Yeah, a lot of the folks on the channel really like that. I just haven't, but everybody says great things about it, and the other fellows at the shop like it too.
Yeah, I mean, She-Hulk is my favorite female character. So of course I'm gonna, unless the book is absolute garbage, I'm gonna pick it up. But I've enjoyed it, and it's the same creative team that did the series before it. I don't really understand the whole thing of like, oh, we're gonna cancel that after 15 issues and then relaunch it as Sensational She-Hulk with a number 1 with the same creative team in the same direction with the same ongoing storyline, other than just trying to juice sales, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you have her first appearance?
Oh, in Hulk 180?
Yeah, in Hulk 180 and She-Hulk 1. Yeah, both of those.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I have the whole run of the original
Savage. Yeah. Nice.
I also got this, which is another book that was one of my favorite books every month. Shazam number 8.
Yeah.
You know what the funny thing is? You're the only, other than I think myself with the first couple of issues, everybody else is like dogging that book, and I'm like, it's a fun book.
It's fun. Yeah. Like the first issue that you just open up and there's this huge splash page of him riding a dinosaur, and then they like make this talking alien dinosaur who's an accountant, part of like the main cast as like the guy that's cleaning up the Rock of Eternity because him and his siblings have trashed it, and then all of these other talking dinosaurs from space that are accountants are coming down to like hold him accountable, and Black Adam gets involved. Like, it's just a stupid fun book.
I saw what you did there, holding the accountants accountable.
Yeah.
I saw that.
I also got a copy of this, which I guess is the super hot book this week, the Ultimate Black Panther number 1.
Yes. Sold out. We did.
I haven't read it yet.
I'm so glad I put it on my pools.
What'd you say?
I'm so glad I put it on my pools.
Yeah, Sal forgot to, but luckily enough, a buddy of mine, they had a couple copies at his shop, so he picked up some copies for me so that I can then pass it along to Sal. But yeah, it also didn't help too that the guy at my shop, Travis, told me that the shipper lost 12,000 copies of it in shipping. So
Jesus.
But I told him, like, lost does not mean destroyed. So
sounds like misplaced.
Yeah, like at some point they will. At some point they will show back up somewhere down the road. So we'll see. That's it for the new books I got. But I also got this. Well, I guess this is a new book. It just came out, or I just got it in the mail a couple days ago. It's from a Kickstarter that I backed a couple months ago. It is called Old Man Thunder Punch.
That just sounds awesome.
Yeah, and I just like I back a lot of Kickstarters for comics. I think there's currently, now that I've gotten this one, I think there's 6 more that I've backed that I'm waiting to get. And I actually just got the email for the Impossible Jones one that says it was shipped today. So by this time next week, I should have it. But it came with, it got this book, the issue. You can see that the creator signed it at the top.
Nice.
And got the back cover, but then
Like it.
it came with all of this extra stuff. So we get this to follow along with the creation of the next Old Man Thunder Punch, and it's got the thing to go to here. It's got this Old Man Thunder Punch Field Notes Journal, which is just a little blank thing, like a little notebook. But if you wanted to take notes in it, but me as a collector, there is zero chance that I'm going to write anything in that. And
Yeah.
stay right in the bag and board with it. And then got these cards with it too. So speaking of Impossible Jones, they did a crossover print with the two of them. And they got this one.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, that is.
And this one with a crossover with its other character, Doc Unknown.
Doc Unknown.
And then this card as well.
Nice.
So that's one thing I really like about back in the Kickstarters is you get a cool book that is being done 100% by the creator, so they can do exactly what their vision is without any interference. But you also get it, and that's for like established creators that are doing stuff, but you also get stuff from other people that, they may not have a chance to release their stuff unless they do it this way. So, oh yeah, I like what Hulk 197 on here said. Killing Joke gave us enough of an origin story for Joker, which 100% right. But yeah, so that's one thing I like about the Kickstarters too, is getting all these little add-on things like postcards or stickers and all this other stuff. For back issue stuff, the shop we go to is having a sale on graphic novels this week. They got a bunch of them that were $2. Hardcovers were $5. So I picked this up, America's Best Comics Primer for $2. So it's got the first issue of all of these books that were in Alan Moore's America's Best Comics. So I was like, you know what? $2. That'll be a fun one to put on the shelf. And then finally that bookshop I went to that I got all the G.I. Joes from that I showed off on here a couple weeks ago. I went back there and picked up a few more books. Should have taken my list with me because like half the stuff I picked up, I got home just to realize I already had, but now I have doubles of it. So
Not a bad thing.
I guess they'll just go into the pile to trade for other stuff later or just give away. But I got Amazing Man #1.
Oh, Amazing Man. I love it. Yep.
Which this was just a dumb, fun series that DC did. It didn't last real long, but yeah, it was a fun one. I got these couple issues of the original volume 1 of Suicide Squad, number 15, number 40, and number 43, which again, got home to realize I already have all of these and I just forgot.
Jeez.
Got another copy of West Coast Avengers number 14, the Hawkeye portrait cover.
Nice.
Because even though I have the complete set of all of them, there's some of them I want to get doubles for like West Coast Avengers or Fantastic Four that I have that I collect the issues of, so that I can have a copy of it in the box with them, and then the other copy with the covers. Didn't realize I already had 2 copies of this, so now there's 3. So if anyone else is working on a complete portrait cover set and you need the West Coast Avengers one, hit me up because it's actually in really good shape. These other ones I got were ones that I did not have. I didn't think I had them, and I was correct that I didn't, so it's good. And it was fortuitous that we were doing the Jonah Hex episode because I got some Jonah Hex number 40, number 41, and number 56. And these were all 50 cents each.
Oh, that's great prices.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I paid cover price for it.
Nice. That's pretty awesome.
This was a book I had when I was a kid, and I guess I traded in, or I didn't trade in. I gave it away when the pandemic started, and everything was shut down. I put a note up on their local flea market trading kind of page on Facebook for Montgomery County, and I just told parents like, hey, there's a couple weeks in, like, hey, if you got kids and they're bored and they've run out of shit to do, just send me a message. I got like 2 long boxes. I pulled out like 2 long boxes full of comics. Like, send me a message. Let me know what characters they like, and I'll put together a bundle of comics for you, and I'll just, I'll give it to you. We can meet up in the area, or if you want me to send it to you, just pay the postage. And I was just giving a bunch of books away, and this is one of them. But I decided to get it again and try and complete this run. So it is Avengers Spotlight number 22.
Nice.
Because there was the Solo Avengers series, and then it changed its name after issue 20 to Avengers Spotlight. So I figured since I have the complete Solo Avengers, I would try and complete the Avengers Spotlight.
There's not that many of them.
No, I think it ran for another 20 issues or so.
Something like that. Yeah.
It just went from being like Hawkeye is the focus of every issue to, while Hawkeye was still the focus of some, it focusing more on other Avengers as well. Trying to fill in my Sensational She-Hulk run, I got issue 20.
Very good.
And,
Nice.
and then this one was $5, but I mean, it was a cool pickup. Star Slayer number 1.
That is a cool book. Nice wraparound cover on that too, I think.
Yeah, and
I think
I was gonna say I'll take the board out and show it.
See if I remembered correctly.
Yeah, it is. I was gonna say I'll just take it off and show it. So there
we go.
There.
Boy, every now and then there's something, these things just pop out that I remember correctly. I haven't seen it in 40 years.
And not only is it a great Mike Grell book, and it is the first, the first appearance of Star Slayer, because this book ran, for not super long, but for a decent amount of issues.
That's right, TJ. He is a good man, and he does give kids comics.
Yeah, I mean, I just did it at the beginning of the pandemic. I had already pulled out like long boxes full of comics and was trying to figure out what to do with them, and I just thought, like, you know what? I keep hearing about kids just. I keep seeing parents post about like their kids going out of their minds because, after like 3 weeks, there's only so many of the same video game you can play when there's nothing else to do. And I was like, let me know who they like. And Shocker got a lot of people that asked for Iron Man stuff. And I was like, I ain't got a lot of Iron Man stuff. But yeah, this is also not just, the great Mike Grell comic and not just the first Star Slayer. It is also the first print appearance of the Rocketeer.
Yep.
And then Star Slayer issue 2 was the first full appearance of it.
And that book also contained the first appearance of Grimjack.
Oh, I didn't know it was first Grimjack too.
Gosh, what number was it? I think maybe 2 or something. Because Grimjack,
let me look that up.
Here's an early appearance. Here's a Star Slayer 18. It was the first. Grimjack. There's a great Grimjack and Star Slayer cover together by Tim Trim.
Oh, nice.
Yep. So Grimjack came out of Star Slayer. I can't remember exactly what issue.
I'm looking up. It says he had his first cameo in Warp number 5, and then his first full appearance in Star Slayer number 10.
That's what it was, Star Slayer 10, and this is Star Slayer 18. So this was probably Grimjack's first cover appearance.
Was that it, Dan?
Oh, yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Well, I will go next then. And as always, preface this by saying I live in the middle of nowhere, Wisconsin. So my comic shop's an hour away, so I always pick stuff up every 2 weeks. So I'm a week behind, as always, on these videos. But let's get into it. So first one I got is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 112, and this is the helmet variant.
Nice.
Yep. Oh, that's cool. And you're because you're collecting the older helmet variants, right?
I want to get the originals from Shattered Grid. That was the first time they did the helmet variants.
And those are the ones that are on the wall behind you?
No, one of them is the Pink Ranger.
The pink one? Yeah, I was going to say that one looks different than the others.
Yeah, that's the original. And then I got the other helmet variant of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 116.
Nice.
Very nice.
How many more of the original ones do you need?
Well, there's 2 different kinds. There's the ones with the power shield, which she has on with the shoulder pads, and then there's the ones that aren't. So in a total, there's 12. So I'm gunning for those. The more expensive, actually 14, because you got to figure the white and the Green Ranger. The expensive ones are going to be the Green and White Ranger more than anything. All right, next up, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 116.
That's good looking.
That looks cool.
Now we've got Power Rangers Unlimited, the Morphin Masters, which is a one-shot that leads into the story as it is. World Tree number 7, which I am still in love with this book.
Great cover.
Did you watch the episode of this last week?
I don't think I edited that one. I think Tim did.
Because one of the things I showed off that I got at the shop, I was like, Jamie's always talking about how good this book is, so I got World Tree 2, 3, 4, 5. They didn't have issue 1, so I got to get a copy of that, but they had all the other ones, so I bought every issue of World Tree, including the new one, except for the first issue, because I even said, Jamie's talking about how good this book is every week, so I got to check it out. So I haven't read it yet because I got to get the first issue.
That's amazing. Secondly, Sal, shut up. Okay.
There is zero chance he has more than you have Venom covers.
Yeah, no, you have 374 of the same issue.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. The Dead Lucky, number 11. This is out of the Supermassive universe. I really do like that story. The last issue of Gargoyles Dark Ages.
That's a cool cover.
That is an awesome cover.
Loving it. We've got a new book from Vault. And the cover just got me. Beyond Real.
Oh, that's really cool. Like it.
And then, of course, the girlfriend went nuts this past week, and got a bunch of stuff for herself, for me to read too. But we got Lotus Land number 3.
What's that about?
As far as I know right now, because I haven't read it, she did. It's a detective story.
Okay.
But she found this, and I forgot about it, that it came out, so I had to pick them up. I got the first 2 issues, but I got Edenwood number 1 from Tony Daniel.
Oh, yeah.
Like that, yeah.
And then number 2.
Oh, that's a really cool cover.
Yeah, the artwork in it's really nice.
And then let's see here. She also, because she's a big cover finder, when she sees something like cover-wise she grabs it. This is from Image Comics. This is Haunted Girl number 1.
Oh, like that, dude. Look at that. Yeah.
This is the one that creeped me out, that I didn't think she would grab, but I don't even want to read it because it looks kind of creepy. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Guma.
Oh,
that is creepy.
That is bad. Yeah,
And this is from Titan Comics.
that's disturbing. Yeah.
So that's number 1.
Yeah,
And it gets more disturbing with number 2.
Oh, that is disturbing. Look at that.
Yeah, that is creepy.
So I can't wait to dig into those for sure. All right. Next up is the Marvel stack. We have Superior Spider-Man number 3.
Yeah, I missed that issue. I got to pick it up.
I'm liking that book.
Yes, it is actually really good. Compared to the last run they had for Superior, and they just stopped after like 8 issues, I think it was.
Yeah.
This is actually a lot better. Immortal Thor number 6.
Yep.
Nice.
Spine Tingling Spider-Man number 4.
Yep, I'm getting that too. Yep, very good.
That is a cool cover.
Very good series too. Obviously one of the faves. Incredible Hulk number 8.
Have you read that?
No, it's done. It's gonna be read tonight though.
Oh, do you want some news from that book?
Yes.
Okay, so let me give you some quick news. My buddy, my pal, Philip Kennedy Johnson, I texted him about, I messaged him about this. I want to get it right, and let's see. Bear with me a sec. Put on the old man gear. So I was telling him how much we all love it and how much at Comic Logic we love that book. And I told him, please tell me you have more plans for that Ghost Rider because we all want more. And he says, oh, I do have more plans for him. And I asked what I can reveal. He says, you can reveal that we will be seeing him again. And he also has a name for him. And I said, can I reveal the name? And the name is Ghost Rider 44.
Nice.
As in 1944. So Ghost Rider 44 is that name that he's got for him. And you can reveal we will be seeing him again. But
That's
of
amazing.
course, we probably look. He shoots a bazooka that shoots hellfire.
Yeah.
That is so great.
Like you think about it, you're like, why does Ghost Rider need to wear a World War II helmet? But it looks and a flak jacket, but it looks awesome.
It's so cool.
Amazing.
It is just so much fun, and that Ghost Rider is so different from any other Ghost Rider.
Oh yeah.
It's a dead Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
It's a true Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
So I'm just digging the whole concept. I mean, look, the Hulk stuff is fantastic too, but it's just kicked it into overdrive with this Ghost Rider character that he has created. Just I told him that we are just all digging that book and that character. So he's very thankful that everybody's giving it such love. So
Yeah, it's awesome. And I hope that whatever they do with it, I hope they get a good artist on it too.
yeah, me too.
Yeah, definitely TJ spotted out. Oh my god. It goes out as quick as they have it.
My
Surprise.
wife actually just got back from spending a week in Green Bay. She was there for work. She got there this past Monday and got back home yesterday. And she told me Green Bay, she's like, for a big city, she's like, there's nothing there. She said the traffic was great because there's no one on the road.
Yep.
She, the assessor she was with for this testing she was in charge of, they got to go out and eat different restaurants. She said she was sending me pictures because they actually went to Lambeau Field, I think, Tuesday night. She was like, it's weird. Like, it's weird in the stadium that it's empty, but you're in here because these restaurants are open.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
And she brought home a bunch of cheese curds and sausage.
Yeah, definitely get a cheese curds. But the thing I love out here is there's no one on the road. Like
That's what she said. She said like the road was completely clear.
yeah, there's no one. Once I go back to like Illinois to visit family, my panic attacks ensue. Like once the GPS is like, welcome to Illinois, I swear to God, like 30 cars just spawn in front of me out of mist.
well, brother, wait till you drive around in the DMV here.
That's why I have Sal.
I was gonna say, wait till you have Sal driving you around.
Yes. All right. Next up, though, for Marvel, Carnage #3.
Of course, that is a cool cover.
Yes. And then Avengers Twilight #2.
That's been a good book. That's been a real good book.
The first one was really good.
Yeah.
And this is now we're moving on to DC. And this is Harley Quinn #36.
Love the.
It kind of looks like Patrick Mahomes' wife.
Yes. That's why I'm going to destroy that one. Alan Scott, Green Lantern #4.
Oh,
Great.
that's a cool cover.
Yeah.
Which I am actually really digging that book a lot.
Oh, I love the Spectre appearance in the issue before that.
Yes, I thought of you as soon as I started reading it. I was like, oh, Gary's going to love this.
I loved it. Yeah.
All right. Green Arrow #8.
Cool cover.
Oh, that's a cool cover. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm liking that series a lot.
That's been good too.
One series I'm not digging that I thought I was going to actually enjoy, but I don't. And it's The Flash #5.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I said. Like,
I'm still going to collect it. I'm just not overly enthused by it.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
that's what I've been saying. Like, I love the run before this that they ended at 800, and this new one, like, I just can't get into it. I don't like the story so far. I don't like some of the stuff that they're kind of doing with Linda and that they're doing with the kids. And I said, I'll finish. I like Mike Deodato's art, but he's the wrong artist.
Right, it doesn't fit
character.
this series. Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
yeah,
Here's the DMV, absolutely.
but like I said, like I'll give the Flash this first story arc into the second one. I'll give it the second story arc. But if the second one doesn't pick up, like, I'm not gonna keep paying $4 or $5 a month for it.
I will, because I got every damn issue from 105 on when the Silver Age Flash got his own book.
Well, that's a reason to keep going.
Yeah, I mean, if I had a run like that, I would, but
Yep.
My Flash run goes back. I mean, not quite that far, but
Yeah.
but
I'm shackled to it, man.
just I just really don't like. I just really don't like
I don't
it.
like I don't like the way the pages are laid out.
Yeah, I don't like that. Like it.
Like there's panel breaks where there shouldn't be, and it's just confusing, and it's like.
And the book isn't fun. Like the series before this was a lot of fun to read, and this one it's just dreary.
It's ponderous.
Yeah.
All right, but for the next one, I got Detective Comics 1081.
That's so cool cover.
That's a cool cover.
Yeah, love it. I like that storyline. It's kind of complicated and it's been drawn out, but I like it.
All right, so that was it for my pools. Right now, I got some Heroes Corner comics. I have 4 of them, and they're all Ultimate Spider-Man. So I'm gonna show them off. Ultimate Spider-Man.
Oh,
nice.
nice.
So that's one.
That is very cool.
Jamie's showing off his retirement fund now.
Yeah. I wish.
Yeah. Very cool.
I mean, I don't know what the variants are going for on eBay, but the A cover is still going for like $100, which is crazy.
Very nice.
I think this is my favorite.
That is very cool. Yeah.
And then lastly, I picked up one back issue that I needed, and that is Batgirl number 21 from the New 52 to go with my comic collecting goal for the year.
There you go.
So I figure if I pick up one every time I go to my LCS and then see where I'm at by Baltimore, I'd have a good set already done, and then I can finish it off there.
Well, like I said, we got those dollar sales, coming up soon. So if there's any you want me to look out for, I'm sure I can get a bunch of them there.
Yes, I'm going to send you my stuff over right bit. So without further ado, Uncle Gary, go ahead and take it away.
All right. Let's see what the new stuff that we got here is. Let's start with a little bit of independent action. This was recommended by Rob Kalin, our principal owner. It's called The One Hand. It's a bit of a crime book, so I look forward to checking it out and looking at it. I like the crime books, the noir books.
Let me know how it is, because I picked that up off the shelf and was debating on whether getting it or not.
Yeah, I'll let you know. They recommended it highly. Pine and Merrimack, which was a husband and wife detective team. I really liked the first issue quite a bit, so I'm looking forward to reading the second one. Pine and Merrimack for Independence. And then we're going to move on to Marvel, the New Avengers book.
Yes. That Avengers run.
Yeah.
I'm loving every. It was a little bit confusing for a minute there. From the last issue I read, which was 9.
Yeah,
so issue 9 was a little bit. Issue 8 and 9 were a little confusing with all the characters that you're just getting used to.
Right.
But the way they did it was great. I want to see what 10 has in store, so I can't wait.
I like it a lot better than the Aaron run. I just wasn't a big fan of the Aaron run.
There was some hits, but there's a lot of misses.
Yeah, it just wasn't doing it for me, but I'm very happy. This is much better. We got another Gang War tie-in with Daredevil. So
it's got maps.
Yeah, got maps, baby. Got maps. Let's see.
So now if you want to keep Uncle Gary happy, you just got to buy him a map book.
Me and Sal, me and Sal can't agree on which team the Beast should be on, but we like maps. So there we go. X-Men 31. And last week I read the Dead X-Men book. I liked it, but I like Cannonball too. So
I wanted to ask you about that. So is it? So they're not dead, right? Like they're just dead, but they're going to an alternate reality or something.
Right. And whatever they do, the fate of mutant kind lies in their hands. They've been chosen for a special mission. So it's fair. So like it so far, like Dan, the new Cap.
I love the little Doctor Strange figure that's in it. Where Cap calls it a doll, and he's like, "I'm an action figure."
It's an action figure. That's right.
Like I love that whole thing with that. It's so funny.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm really looking forward to reading this, and the art's pretty good in it too. Is the Wolverine Madripoor Knights?
I wanted to pull the trigger on that, but I didn't know how. I wanted to hear what you guys had to say first because I knew you guys would pick it up.
Yeah, so I'm gonna read it and see, but I like the art on it. So
Yeah,
we'll see how it goes. Like y'all, I got the Black Panther #1. So
yes.
we'll see how that is. I asked Rob has read it. He said it's good. I said, is it Spider-Man Ultimate Spider-Man 1 good? He said it's not Ultimate Spider-Man 1 good, but it's pretty good. So,
Yeah.
I've heard good things about it, though.
Yeah.
I'm dubious about Ultimate X-Men #1. I mean, I got on the poll so I could.
I seen the artwork in that, and I was not too thrilled.
Yeah, I
No,
don't really like Peach Momoko's
Peach
art.
Momoko, I know. I'll probably get it, but I may not get many. FF, the new FF, another
That's
great
a cool
cover. Yeah. And I got 2 Marvel variant covers that are pretty special because now they're 1 in 25s and they're a little bit more difficult.
Oh, I know which ones.
There's
Nice.
there's the Thanos George Perez cover. So that. And then this next one is really fantastic. It's a George Perez 1 in 25 variant cover for Avengers 10.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one's cool.
That is just great, right?
So, did they announce or say anything about why they?
Hello.
Hello, Jamie's mom.
Emma.
About why they made them 1 in 25?
Yeah, why they made them ratio variants instead of just 50-50 variants? Or
I don't know, because you would think they would make more money that they would sell more copies and make more money by having them as regular 50-50s. So I don't know. I have no idea why. I know the one that I really want is coming with the X-Force 50. It's the Wonder Man and the Beast one, so I'm already slated to get that.
Oh,
But
yeah, I
that's
saw that one.
that's the one I have to have. All right, so for DC, we got the Batman with the Joker's origin, and from what I understand, it's supposed to lean pretty heavily into the Killing Joke Joker.
Yeah, I mean that's what I hear. But I had told someone, I said I just hope that some writer comes along, in the future, and then just has the Joker be like, oh yeah, I just made that up. I was just messing with. That's not
No,
real.
it could be. Maybe so. There's a great David Finch Joker Batman cover.
That's a gorgeous cover.
Yeah. So there's been there was a great one last month of Batman and Joker fighting.
That's the one. I showed that one off. That's the one, almost like the Red Hood cover.
Right. Yep. Fire and Ice. Welcome to Smallville.
Is that the last issue of it?
Let's see. It's 6.
Oh, that should be the last issue.
Yes.
Because I think all those miniseries are like
There's
6.
Yep. New Birds of Prey. I'm digging this series. I like this series. So Birds of Prey. Also got the alternate to it. One of these stupid winter things, but Big Barda being big, I'm all for it. So.
Oh, I saw that cover and knew that you would pick it up.
Yeah.
Very, very much an Adam Hughes feel to it. Yeah. So,
I'll agree with that.
I'd like to see. Yeah, I'd like to see Batman back. DC had a facsimile of Young Romance 125. So I got it. Now I'm not sure the significance of this, but I wonder if it's when this book came to DC, because DC took over some romance titles. Some of them DC generated from within, from #1, but some others they took over the title. So perhaps 125 was, like maybe it was a quality book and came over at the same time that the Blackhawks did and Plastic Man and all that. So that's what I'm going to guess on this, but I'm not sure. But Young Romance 125. It's Valentine's Day, so we had, so I'm going to pick up this facsimile of that. Red Hood. I got the Red Hood, the Hill. So we'll see how.
I can't wait.
Yep, see how that goes. Also got Shazam. Or if we're talking about Gomer Pyle.
Shazam.
Yeah. Poison Ivy 19. This has been a really good series. There have been some really good writing in this. I've enjoyed this quite a bit, and I'm a sucker for these holiday books that DC does. So DC's How to Lose a Guy Gardner in 10 Days. They're a little Valentine's Day book. I'm going to enjoy this. It's probably got like 8 or 10 different stories in them, and usually they're not all gems, but usually there's 3 or 4 that are really fun and good. So I'm looking forward to that. Little Guy Gardner making a little heart sign on the back, and I even got a variant cover of that because it was a really cool Wonder Woman cover.
Yes.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, really gorgeous Wonder Woman cover. Got that, and then I got one hardback book. It came out a while ago. I just hadn't picked it up yet. There's the 30th anniversary of the Army of Darkness movie adaptation.
Yeah.
So, which is one of my favorite, just fun, stupid movies. I mean, I just love it, and the art is pretty damn good in this.
Oh, that is nice.
So I'm looking forward to reading. I don't have this. This series came out 30 years ago. It's the 30th anniversary, so I don't have the original series. So I look forward to doing that. Now for back
real quick, I just looked it up. That Young Romance 125.
Yes,
you're right. That is the first issue that DC did, because the first 124 issues were published by Prize Publications.
Okay.
And then DC took it over, and 125 was the first one they did. So you're right. That's what the significance of it is.
Look at that. See, Dan doing the research, and this old head here had the right answer with it too. So it's nice to have the confirmation. Thank you, brother.
Yes,
so I had to go see Damien this week because it's Valentine's Day. So of course I had to pick up some back issues, some romance books. So let's see what kind of heart-rending romance we can have.
Are these all appropriate to show?
Yes, we can show these. Secret Hearts 148. Here we go. Secret Hearts 148. And the cop is saying, "Who was the guy that got you into this mess? Why won't you tell us who it is, Linda?" So what happened with Linda? What mess is Linda in? So Linda, has there a crime been committed here? Or is Linda knocked up? Is that the mess? What we got? But anyway, Linda is very sad, and Linda's just not telling. So here we go.
I love the dialogue on some of these old
Oh yeah. It's funny how we talk about a lot of the DC books of the era, they don't have dialogue much, right?
Mm-hmm.
These have plenty of dialogue because there's a lot to say. Here we got Secret Hearts 152. Okay, we get a scene. We got some kind of dinner scene, and it does. "Your father isn't too old for me. I love him." Well, that's a lie. Does he know about you and my boyfriend? Oh, wow, we got some trouble here. So, oh look, and it's my father's wife. I'll never forget the day I fell in love, and this is really relevant today. The story of Karen. So there you go. That's very relevant today. Now, Jamie, this one's going to make you sad, Jamie, because you would never do this. You've done the opposite of this. This is Heartthrobs 121, and this is just tragic. Okay. If he's more important than I am, then I'm leaving. Look at Jamie. Jamie's crestfallen now. So long. What's your editorial comment on that, Jamie? He's a dick.
Yeah, like he should just fall into a river and never be seen again. Yeah, 100%. I've never been mad at a cover before until just now. Okay, so
when I got that one, I kind of thought of you. I thought, well, Jamie, I said Jamie will be. I thought Jamie's not going to appreciate this apple.
No.
Okay. Girls Love 152. Go ahead, Gail. Tell your boyfriend how you won that crown.
Oh.
Wow. Gail's cheering up. What did Gail do? What do we think Gail did to get that crown? Man, I don't know. So, inquiring minds want to know. What did Gail
Uncle Gary, there is a book. It's a trade. I own it. I think it came out just as a graphic novel, but it's called Love Buzz. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
No.
Check that book out if you like romance book.
Okay. Well, I got to tell you, I'm buying these romance books lately because the covers make me laugh. And a lot of the covers are by, like, I'm going to show you Nick Cardy one. I love the innuendo covers, but then others, it's just the
More reason not to like him, TJ.
Oh, TJ.
Looks like
TJ.
Cyclops.
TJ, you were right on it. He does kind of look like Cyclops.
Yeah.
Jamie makes you hate him even more.
God, I knew there was a burning passion behind it for some reason.
He looked a little more like Beast before he got blue and hairy.
Oh, no, he's not so. That guy's not that thick. He's a little spindly.
No.
He's like Slim Summers. All right, Falling in Love. This is a great cover. Was this 112? Falling in Love, and it says she wouldn't be so happy if she knew the truth. He dated her because I turned him down. Second choice. Look at that. Oh man. So look, the great Nick Cardy drawing those beautiful gals, blonde, brunette, redhead, but he dated her because I turned him down. Look at that. Oh, the tears. Oh, the tears.
The artwork on these covers is really nice.
Yeah, like I said, Nick Cardy could do it all, man. Let's see. Here we go. Falling in Love 117. We got a bride. Mother, this is the happiest day of my life. And the mother's seeing something out of the corner of her eye. Oh no, the bridegroom and her own sister.
Man.
Oh man. So wrong,
It
right?
was like a Mexican soap opera.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh man.
This week on Telemundo.
Oh, and I tell you what, the ads inside some of these are not the ads that we saw in our superhero books. Wigs and outfits and things like that. You're like, wow. All right, Falling in Love 124. It says, I won't let you marry her. Don't you know about her shameful past? What can I do now? I'll lose him. Oh, she was a go-go girl. Yeah, her shameful past. And I love the DC logo, the heart.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of fun. So they said I was anybody's girl. Yeah. So just the heartbreak on these covers. Now this was not a Cardi cover. This was, I think, a Bob Oskner cover. So those are there. Now let's go to what's going to be a mystery to me is what Dan sent me. I mean, I know, but I don't know exactly which issues he got. So this will be quite fun, and we'll have scissor safety. Isn't that what we practice here on the Codex station?
Knife safety, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't tell him which issues it was. So, Gary gave me some money and told me this list of the books he's looking for in this series. And so I picked up the earliest ones he was looking for. They had.
Yep. So looking forward to it.
Look at the big muscles.
That's right. That's why you do those push-ups. That's why we read those comics. All right. Look at that. Man. So good with his packing. Look at that. He is a master.
Now all of these books came in just like kind of ratty bags, so I put them in some old bags and boards that I had. You'll probably want to put the newer ones.
Okay, well, you didn't have to do that, but appreciate it. All the same.
No, like, because all the books I have at this place, none of them are boarded. They're all in these old brown bags. So like I said, they're just some older bags and boards that I had as I'm switching stuff out.
These are,
I wanted a little.
Oh, these are awesome. Okay, so we got a GI Combat 212 here. These most likely will be all Kubert covers.
Yeah, now that one there, I didn't notice
That's
at
okay.
first when I got it, that damage at the bottom cover, but I think all the other ones are good.
No, that's just fine. So GI Combat 212, because when I get these, I don't need these in super high grade, so that's fine. GI Combat 216, love it. Another great Kubert cover.
There's so much I noticed on this series, going through all the books that they had there. There's so much that they had going on the cover. There's like the main picture and then like the side pictures too.
Yeah, because they're highlighting all the stories because it's a dollar comic, so it's got a lot in there. Funeral for a Panzer. Yeah. Again, another great Joe Kubert. Love it. It's $2.19. Thank you. $2.20. Oh, I like this cover a lot. $2.20.
Yeah,
a lot of neat little vignettes on there. Look at that Siege of the Monster Gun, man. We don't at the bottom. You don't want that to get you, man. That's a giant Nazi slobber knocker. Jedi Combat 221. That's pretty cool too. The Haunted Tank and Falling Star. Like that. Oh, the square battlefield. Oh, they're in the ring. I like that. The 9 Lives of Private Glover. Like it. Good stuff. Thank you. Thank you. All right. 223. Oh, some Haunted Tank action. That's a very good. Trader Tank. Breaking Point. Standoff in the Sahara. These are great. Oh, here we go. 225. We got the Ghost of Jeb Stewart on this one. Yep.
I love. There's a bunch of issues they have where they have like a ghost kind of character on there. I love how they do it. How like the ghost is white with the rest of it on.
Yeah. Well, the Ghost of Jeb Stewart. That's why it was the Haunted Tank. He was the one that was in the tank. Because his ancestor or his descendant was the officer in charge of that tank crew. I like that.
Oh, this cover.
I like that 227. So these are all earlier ones. So thank you. That was a fun. The 13th kill on Eye of the Tank. So these are all really cool Joe Kubert covers. Thank you so much. 6 no ads, 6 stories and more. So you're getting for $1, you're getting 6 stories and you're getting no ads in there. So that is very good stuff. Thank you so much, Dan.
You're welcome.
Now,
hope that helps put a dent in that
yeah,
run.
Sure did, and for a great price too. All right, now let's do some showcase. Do we want to start off with some high? I may have shown these before because I got them a few weeks ago, but we're going to show a parody book. It's Young Lust #1. Here we go, by Bill Griffiths. 2 weeks ago, he was dry humping me in the elevator, and now I'm lucky if he remembers my goddamn name. That is just fantastic.
And I know it's a little weird little detail that she's got white.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
It's colored. It's colored weirdly, and I don't know.
I like it though. It's cool.
50s funnies, blast from the past. Please, no, I'm scared. What if I get pregnant? Hey, no sweat. I'll pull out before I shoot. And the best part is more lies inside after I'll pull out before I shoot. So these are parody books, and the greaser's got cigarettes rolled up in his sleeve, cigarettes coming out. So that's just.
When it says a blast from the past, that's a double entendre there.
All right, now so those are parody books. What I'm going to show you now, these are not parody books. Young Love #74. Oh, Daddy, what's wrong with me? Why can't I find a man to love me? And of course, right now, these day and age, oh, Daddy has a whole different meaning. So there we go. Oh, Daddy, what's wrong with me? And I love it. The heartaches and the happiness of young love. So I've only had this for a few weeks, so I think I showed it before because it was a new one. Girls Romance 152. You must forgive me even if I did wrong. My horoscope said it was the right thing to do. So, it's not her fault. The horoscope. The stars told her to do that. All right. I've got a Young Romance 135. This is an older. This is a 12 center one. This one says a lot. Will say a lot about you as a person. If you laugh at this, you're a bad person. Now,
great. I'm gonna laugh.
That being said,
I was gonna say I'm going to get proven to be a bad person.
That being said, I laughed at this. I'm a bad person. Young Romance 135, and it's got the stewardess Bonnie Taylor, who's she's in and out of a lot of these stories. She is running to a place, a special rendezvous place with her lover that she's planning to meet. She goes, I've come back to you, Johnny Shannon, on that very spot where we promised to meet a year ago. So she's going to the spot in memory, Captain John Shannon, lost at sea. I see both of you are laughing. I see you laughing there, Jamie. You're a bad person.
I'll live with that.
Oh, Johnny.
I've come back to you, Johnny. In memory, Captain Johnny Stanton. Yeah. Oh man. So anyway, it strikes me as funny. It's supposed to be so, and she's so happy too. She is so happy that she's running to meet Johnny, but no, Johnny is lost at sea. So you bad people,
Well, he's
you
lost
bad people
his
that laughed out there, you know who you are.
Yes.
Now this one isn't to laugh at. This is to boom chicka wow wow. All right, this is
Oh.
Heartthrobs 113. This is a cover. This one's a little pricier because it is a famous double entendre cover. It is. Hey, don't split on my account. I don't mind if Jed wants to play around. After all, it won't be the first time. Woo, man, now it's a party. Now it's a
3 girls, their lives, their loves.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, she discovered too late that she's only a part-time girlfriend. But anyway, so Jed's got a pretty little active life going on, and she's a little spitfire because she's saying you don't have to leave. This is an honor. This is in honor of tomorrow. Tomorrow's the Super Bowl, so we have a Heartthrobs cover.
Is it Super Pro?
No, it's better. Make up your mind, Sally, him or me. Go ahead, Sally. Tell him you're my girl. So a coach and a player. This could be the Peyton Hillis story.
I was gonna say that's a bit awkward.
Yeah, just like Peyton Hillis for the he was the running back for Denver that hit on the coach's wife, and the coach traded him.
Traded him to the Browns.
Traded him to Cleveland. Yeah. So here we go. Girls Romance number 148. Oh baby, how I love you. And she says, yeah, sure you do. And nobody's around. Nobody else is around.
That's some really nice
Yeah,
art.
Nick Cardy. This is a Nick Cardy cover. Yep, that's a great Nick Cardy cover. Here we go. Girls Love Story. No, thank you. That moon has played its last trick on me. So evidently he's been using the moon to help him get where he needs to be. A little moonstruck.
Looks like the older brother. Looks like the brother from Leave It to
Yeah,
Beaver.
Wally. Yeah, Wally.
Yeah.
Wally trying to get some fun. Okay. Young Love 106. Okay. Sure, boys like you are hard to get, Mike, but so are after-school jobs. But I love you, but I'm going to compete with you, even if I have to look like a sex object. So to me, but the best part of me, and the reason I got this, my wife's a hairdresser, and she's a redhead, and she hates this. My romance was ruined by frizz. Up here. So that to me was the kicker. Young Love 77. You're nothing but a hired hand. Do the job I paid you for. Kiss me. Wow. Okay. Now see, this is, this is also commerce and finance. So there's a lot going on in this, romance and dollars. So he's been paid. This is a consumer's market, and he's been hired, so he needs to do his job and kiss her. All right.
Do your job, Biff.
Yep. Here we go. Girls Love number 180. We got a little blindfold game going on here, and he's going, it's Rita. Oh no, how could he mistake Beth's lips for mine? Okay, all right.
I love the friend behind the girl just cracking
laughing.
up.
Yeah, laughing like hell on both sides of them. So I was a fool.
I love that. I was a fool to believe his lying lips.
Yep. I made the mistake of acting as though love's a stage. My wish sank in the unlucky wishing well, and then special from Barbara Miles with love. So anyway, these are, so those are titles of the different stories in there. Wait do you see the one at last? That's one that makes me laugh a lot. You may be better looking than I am, darling, but I've got what it takes to take any man I want, including yours. Oh, and she can too. I know she can.
Wow, they drew that blonde to be evil.
Yes,
looking.
she's evil looking. Yeah, look at that minx. Look at her.
White queen
yeah.
there.
Oh, now you got a shit-eating grin on a fellow on this one. So long, honey. You sure had me sold on your sweet innocent act until Joe here told me all about you. Look at Joe. Joe is like, yeah, yeah. Joe's got a shit-eating grin there. Joe had some stories to tell. You know. All right, now we're gonna get the one Charlton. Oh no, that's my husband. Oh, don't feel bad, Edith. That's my wife he's kissing. Jesus Christ. Oh man. Now this one is a double entendre, but they probably didn't mean it that way. And this is an old 10 center. So this is mid 50s, or this is late 50s, I think. A Date with Judy, number 54. But Judy, putting that umbrella up won't protect you from the sun. I know, Oogie, but that's not the kind of protection I need right now. Hello. Yeah. Hello. She needs a different kind of protection. Wow. All right, Oogie. I think you're about to get lucky, buddy. All right, Young Love, 115. So that's what you do with my money. You spend it on other girls. You got what you paid for, Rita. A few dates, a little love. I bought a boy. Oh, shit. So these there's a lot of transactions going on in these relationships. Now, there just is. Now, here we're going to end on the one that is one of the ones that makes me laugh the most. It's in nice shape, too. It's Girls Love, 157. So, can a girl be faithful when she has one husband but two loves? We'll find that out. But anyway, so this is my new stepmother. Welcome home, Mom. Jeremy. Wow. I think Jeremy has seen his new mom naked. So yes. that's just me. But, and he's all duded up. He's got this little neckerchief and everything else. So this is my new stepmother. Welcome home, Mom. Jeremy. So anyway, Jeremy has some carnal knowledge of his mom, my new stepmom. So I think he has known her biblically. But, he
might know her in the biblical.
Yes, that's just me projecting. But, so there we have it. This is our Valentine's Day special to all you romantics and you dreamers out there. And just to know that love is still in the air. And it's not,
if you've got the right amount of money.
If you make the perfect transaction.
If you make a good transaction, love can be had. So, or as we hear, young lust too. So, but it can turn quickly because again, 2 weeks ago you might be dry humping in the elevator, and then that cad might not even know your goddamn name after that.
Yeah.
But if you're lucky, you get to the point where, you can start lying about, you'll pull out before you shoot. So that's the goal, to get in that spot where you can tell her that you can pull out before you shoot. So there we go. There we go. That is the Codex Station's salute to romance.
That was perfect. Oh, right for the Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Oh, and for the gals out there, some hairy-chested goodness, and it's not me. How about that?
Oh, yeah.
There's some Hawkman hairy-chested goodness for the gals out there. So
that is the perfect way to celebrate Valentine's Day.
I think so, too. Romance books, that just pull at the heartstrings. Especially Bonnie Taylor going to meet her sea captain lover at their appointed spot and gets to see his memorial plaque, Lost at Sea. Yeah. And again, you two laughed. You're bad people. You're bad people. Along with me, I laughed. So
this is why we do a show together.
Because we thought her tragedy was funny. We are rotten individuals who don't deserve the love that we have in our lives.
No.
And that being said, I think we are all three very blessed.
Very.
I think we all three have done what's really important for men to do in their relationships, and that's marry up or have someone much better, that your partner is much better than you are. So I think we've all managed that. So congratulations.
Until they realize that they downgraded themselves.
Well, we don't say that part out loud. We just know that when we
Y'all two are there. I still got time. I'm working on it.
right. Well, we are above our station. We are with partners above our station, and that's how it's supposed to be.
Yes.
Yes.
But I think that is a great spot.
Wait, so you're saying that's how it's supposed to be? So you're saying women are supposed to marry inferior men?
Well, I think that
until they realize.
Well, listen, I'm doing it from our standpoint. I'm not doing it from their standpoint. I'm concerned with me. My idea was, I'm going to marry up. I'm going to marry a 6-foot redheaded bombshell of a goddess, and it's going to make me look even prettier when I'm with her. Makes me look even more handsome when I'm with her. So there you go.
Yeah, especially when you take all those photos and everything, and you're just like, why do I look so much better with you?
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
But all right, guys. That was a great episode. We're going to finish this off tonight as usual. Guys, thank you again for joining. If you guys like the content that we're putting out for you, make sure you like, share, subscribe, all the goodness. As always, I am your host, Jamie J-Dub. With me, as always, we got the Kelly Art Man himself. Tell them where they can find you when you're not here doing Codex things.
Yeah, check me out on Instagram at Dan Kelly Art. Post art and music a few times a week. Haven't posted music in a while, so I guess I should record a song or two and put it on there. But yeah, go check it out and give me a follow. I am in the midst now of finally posting all the art that I did for the sketch covers I did for all the Codexers for Christmas. So you'll be seeing a lot of that in the next few weeks.
Awesome art too. Yep.
Thank you.
All right. Well,
I was gonna say next up, but certainly not least, Uncle Gary.
All right. Well, let's also talk about that man. Follow him. Follow Dan on Instagram. 1K for DK. We want to get him there. He's also got a Kickstarter, so go check that out. And again, if you get a sketch cover, thank you, PJ. Thank you, brother. If you get a sketch cover from that man, he submits it for you. You're going to get a yellow label because he is a certified CGC artist. So a sketch cover you get from him will be a one of a kind. It'll be a one of one. So that right there is instant collectability there, baby. So me, Comic Logic, please come see us. We're Loudoun County, Virginia's only comic book store. And if you're in Northern Virginia on Free Comic Book Day, we got a big deal coming. May the 4th, Star Wars Day and Free Comic Book Day. So what better? We have a Star Wars themed guest. We have Brandon Wayne will be there signing on that day. And he is the fella that plays the Mandalorian when the helmet is on. And so that is really cool. And what's really cool for me, if you're an old head like me, Brandon Wayne is also the grandson of the Duke. So he is John Wayne's grandson. So for me, that is a huge, big deal. But please come see us. We'd love to see that. Also, when you're scrolling around on the internet, you're looking for something entertaining, look for Comic Character of the Day, the Facebook page started by our good buddy Archduke Kevy. That site is the reason that we are all acquainted and that we are here together is because we met on that site. I post a cover of the day. Usually what Archduke Kevy picks as a character of the day, I usually try to combine, try to intersperse them. Today it was Hawkeye, so I had a Hawkeye cover. The other day he had Mr. E. So I thought, how about Mr. E? And I had a House of Mystery cover just to mess with him. And Dan posts a random panel of the day, a question of the day. And Jamie up there. Jamie's ever vigilant. He's always watching that site, making sure that we are giving you the quality that you deserve, just like he's watching all the shows on the Codex station because he is our master builder. He is our man that has built this station brick by brick by brick by brick. Every subscriber we've gotten, he has put the mortar on that brick and he has put in that foundation, and he's put at this point well over 1,200 bricks on this foundation to erect this edifice, this wonderful channel that goes out to you through the magic of technology so that you can see this goodness, this comic knowledge that we want to put out there in the ether so that we can all partake in this wonderful hobby that we love. And we wouldn't have that without the vision of that man up there, Mr. J-Dub. Thank you. Thank you, High Evolutionary.
Thank you, DJ.
Well, guys, there's one more bit of information, and that is we have something, and Uncle Gary wants to give it to you.
Oh, here at the Codex Station, we have all the socials. We would like nothing better than to give them to you.
Yes, and while you're doing that, go check out the CodexStation.com. It's your one-stop shop for everything Codex. Get some merch, meet the team. Let us know what you like and don't like, and find us on all the socials that we already gave you on there, so you don't miss any of the content that we're putting out for you, because we put out a lot, and it takes a lot of time. But we do it because of the love of this and the passion, and you, of course. So
We put it here at the Codex Station.
check that out. And as always, guys, we will see you in the next one.